Well, the United States and Israel is threatening the ICC in various ways. Uh, Israeli officials uh, say that if the ICC does issue arrest warrants, they're going to blame the Palestinian Authority and the West Bank and retaliate against them until they collapse. Yeah, that's something, war criminals don't do. Uh, these threats by the United States, Congress people, and by Israeli officials just prove how corrupt they are. They're even going to the point of, threatening the ICC to stop arrest warrants. Congressmen in the United States say they're going to draft various laws and stuff against the ICC because they're worried about, American politicians being arrested, which they can be by the ICC and its signatories. Uh, the ICC had put out a a notice saying that, it's a crime to threaten the ICC or to retaliate in any way that will impede the ICC.
Well, the International Criminal Court is sending a very clear message that it should be allowed to do its work without fear or favor. The ICC prosecutor's office saying that it acknowledged a growing public interest into some of its investigations, but that any threats against the court undermines its ability to operate with independence and impartiality. Now, Karim Khan, the ICC prosecutor, did not name any individuals, any countries, or any leaders in this statement, keeping it quite vague. But it does come off the heels of pressure from the Israeli Prime Minister and from US lawmakers in The Hague, visiting the ICC, urging it not to issue arrest warrants against Israeli senior military officials and political officials for some of the decisions made in the war in Gaza. So we are seeing a clash.
It is funny how the United States and the Israeli government both claim to be about law and stuff, yet when the law is against them, they want to try to intimidate and threaten to get out of their arrest warrants.
Between Israel, the United States, two countries who do not recognize the authority of the ICC, and the court itself. And this is part of a broader international pressure, as we know, against Israel in the way it is conducting its war in Gaza, including, of course, South Africa's very high-profile case at the International Court of Justice, also in The Hague. And clearly this is becoming an issue of international importance, a collision course between the ICC, the United States, and Israel, but certainly the feeling from the...
When the ICC put out an arrest warrant for Putin, Biden had no issue with it whatsoever, even supported it. Now that it's about Bibi Netanyahu and other Israeli officials, the United States has an issue with the ICC. Go figure. Though this isn't the first time the United States made threats against the ICC. Like some years ago, they threatened to arrest ICC staffers for issuing arrest warrants.
Court from Karim Khan, the ICC prosecutor, is that the court should be allowed to do its job.